Potter appeared on the show as a different character with what name? Potter appeared on the show MASH as a different character with what name? This is trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show. We are nearing the end of season 8 of the show, 8 years long. We've been doing this thing, and season 9 starts this Wednesday. And that'll be January 8th, 2025 in real time. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the new season starting this Wednesday. Now, the seasons don't really mean too much. That's just how I separate the years that we've been doing the show. But you can go back and listen to all of season 8. We had over 270 episodes in season 8. And that's doing the show Monday through Friday pretty much every week. So check it out. I've got 3 more to post today on MASH and a few other topics, Chicago the musical, and something else that escapes me. And then we'll start that new season on Wednesday, and some new features coming to the podcast. And thank you so much for being a Patreon subscriber, patreon.com/trivia with buds, where you can get the show completely ad-free for $1 a month, patreon.com/trivia with buds. Before we get to MASH trivia, for Patreon subscriber Donald Fuller, who picked that at the $5 level, he gets to pick a topic every single month if you want to join that level. We have the triple connections of Glass Joe, Soda Popinski, and King Hippo. Glass Joe, Soda Popinski, and King Hippo. What is the connection between those 3 crazy names? Find out at the end of the episode, along with a fact of the day about Stephen Hawking. We're all warmed up, we're ready, and we're jumping into trivia on the sitcom MASH. Here we go. It's MASH trivia question number 1. Hawkeye and Winchester both fall in love with a female surgeon visiting from Sweden with what name? Number 1, Hawkeye and Winchester both fall in love with a female surgeon visiting from Sweden with what name? Question number 2, which character gets a fever and gets a visit from a ghost GI traveling around the camp? Number 2, which character gets a fever and gets a visit from a ghost GI traveling around the camp? Number 3, what gets put in Winchester's bed during an epic prank war on the episode The Joker is Wild? Number 3, what gets put in Winchester's bed during an epic prank war on the episode The Joker is Wild? Number 4, what is Radar's first name? What is Radar's first name? Number 5, Hawkeye is the only person with a warm pair of what during a cold weather spell? Hawkeye is the only person with a warm pair of what during a cold weather spell? Number 6, what 3-word title is Potter's favorite film? What 3-word title is Potter's favorite film? Number 7, after 11 days of fish or liver, Hawkeye makes it a mission to get what food sent from Chicago? Number 7, after 11 days of fish or liver, Hawkeye makes it a mission to get what food sent from Chicago? Number 8, what was the name of Hawkeye's imaginary friend? What was the name of Hawkeye's imaginary friend? Number 9, who played Captain Pack, P-A-K, on the series? Who played Captain Pack on the series? Number 10, on season 1, there's an episode called Sometimes You Hear the Blank. Sometimes You Hear the Blank. Fill in the blank. And number 11, Potter appeared on the show as a different character with what name? Potter appeared on the show as a different character with what name? Those are all your questions on MASH trivia. We'll be right back with the answers after this. We are back with the answers to MASH trivia. Let's see how you did. Donald Fuller loves this show, as well as my older brother Tom. When MASH came on in Chicagoland in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, it was time to go to bed on a school night because it was Simpsons and then Seinfeld. No, Seinfeld, then Simpsons, then MASH. And MASH was, I think, an hour, right? Was MASH an hour show? And it would, or maybe they played 2 back to back. But if you watch 2 MASHes, it was really time to go to bed in Chicagoland in syndication. Number 1, Hawkeye and Winchester both fall in love with a female surgeon visiting from Sweden. Her name is Inga. Inga. Number 2, which character gets a fever and gets a visit from a ghost GI traveling around the camp? That's Klinger. Klinger. sees the vision of the ghost. Number 3, what gets put in Winchester's bed during the prank war episode The Joker is Wild? A snake. Snake in the bed. Number 4, Radar's first name revealed later in the series, Walter. Walter. Number 5, Hawkeye's the only person with a warm pair of long johns during an episode where there's a cold weather spell. Number 6, the 3-word title of Potter's favorite film is My Darling Clementine. My Darling Clementine. Number 7, after 11 days of fish or liver, Hawkeye wants a bunch of ribs sent from Chicago, ribs, to eat. Number 8, Hawkeye's imaginary friend's name is Tuttle. Tuttle. Number 9, who played Captain Pack on the series? Pat Morita, a.k.a. Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid. And number 10, on season 1, there's an episode called Sometimes You Hear the Bullet. Sometimes You Hear the Bullet. And number 11, Potter appeared on the show as a different character with what name? He was General Bartford Hamilton Steele. If you got that one, you are a MASH super fan. Took all those questions from a best of MASH episodes blog, so I hope you had a good time playing along with those. And there you go, Donald Fuller. Thanks for picking a fun sitcom TV trivia topic. Your fact of the day is Stephen Hawking lived longer after diagnosis, 55 years, than any other individual in the history with ALS. So Stephen Hawking lived the longest, 55 years after the diagnosis. Triple Connections, Glass Joe, Soda Popinski, and King Hippo, all bosses that you fight in Punch-Out for Nintendo. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more trivia with Buds. Cheers.